Today we are going to talk about the behemoth, the giant, the company with the biggest market cap, Apple. Apple's ticker symbol is AAPL. Now, I cannot stress how important it is to understand the financial statements prior to investing your money. Therefore, you may understand the basis of a company to make intelligent investment decisions. If you don't check 10Ks before making long-term investments, well, I'm here to give you some things to consider. I highly recommend that no one impulse buys stock from any company, especially if you look at stock prices and see a huge drop. Well, there could be many reasons for the correction, and it is never guaranteed to improve or go back to where it was trading previously. To help, I have looked over the financial statements for the last 4 years utilizing Edgar on the Securities and Exchange Commission's website. I looked at the 10Ks to compile the last 4 years of net income for this company. This company has maintained profitability around $45 to $60 billion in net income, increasing over the years 2016 through 2018, with a decrease, however small, of $5 billion to $55 billion in 2019. The research and development costs have been increasing over the last 4 years, and I don't know about you, but I have not been seeing leaps and bounds of innovation from Apple. The last innovation was the removal of the headphone jack, which of course is good for that bottom line, but really not improving the product for the customers. Regardless, the R&D costs have been increasing over the last few years. This is certainly a contributing factor to the slower growth from $11 billion in R&D costs to $16 billion in R&D costs. That's a large jump for not a lot of change. It certainly makes you wonder what they could possibly be cooking up in those labs, but considering the last big innovation, I doubt it would be any revolutionary to merit the $1.9 trillion market evaluation. It would be great if the next iPhone knocks the socks off all the Apple users, causing tons of people to upgrade, buying new iPhones, and people transferring over and buying so many iPhones. Unfortunately, I am not too certain that anything great will come about. I'm recording this after the product announcement on September 15th, 2020. With no hints of the new iPhone, we're going to have to wait for the announcement in the coming months. This could be why we saw a decrease in the price per share for Apple stock today, as the overall presentation was certainly not inspiring. Still, many people are estimating that Apple will have immense growth, but if we look at the profit margin ratio over the last few years, we can see that it has stayed at a constant 0.38. Even though they have increased to a $1.9 trillion market cap, analysts are expecting this stock to continue to grow immensely. That is the only way I can fathom such a large valuation. But I feel it is important to look at the growth that they have experienced over the last few years to help predict the future growth. The last few years showed some signs of growth. 6% in revenues in 2017, 16% in 2018, but in 2019 we saw a negative 2%. Of course, this could be an anomaly. However, Apple has just been extremely overpriced in the market, predicting growth to continue forever. I do not hold any Apple shares currently, nor do I intend to buy them. I believe strongly that they are far too overpriced. I believe that Apple will come down in price per share, that this hype caused by the stock split was significant and inflated the price further than it realistically should be. As I briefly mentioned earlier in this video, Apple has a current market capitalization of $1.9 trillion. The only way I see that valuation is if Apple continues to grow. The clearest path for Apple to keep growing is by stealing customers over from Android and getting them to switch to Apple. Apple has about a 25% share of the phone market, while Android just about accounts for the rest. For me personally, I have an iPhone and a MacBook Air, but I still do not believe in that valuation. Their brand is their whole value. HTC, Samsung, and even Microsoft is using Android, the mainstream alternative smartphone platform. With the advancements in hardware that have occurred on the Android side, coupled with the advancements of the Android software itself, I do believe that I will switch to Android soon. I mean, just think about it. All these companies producing products to run with Android aim to improve the software to further differentiate from Apple. It just makes sense for the software to get better than Apple. How many other customers are like me in considering the switch? I would imagine quite a lot. In addition, with the price of the iPhone skyrocketing, and you see so many advancements at cheaper price point with Android, the offer just continues to sound more and more enticing. Furthermore, they had a huge scandal regarding the battery and underclocking the iPhone, so you don't get as much performance, thus enticing you to upgrade. I know many people that have been turned off from Apple for this reason. After hiding the fact, once the allegations emerged, to finally claiming responsibility, it made the company look extremely shady. Even recently, Apple has come under fire for their 30% cut on all purchases made through the App Store, with Facebook, an unlikely ally to the customer, getting upset that their users had to pay Apple 30% when donating through Facebook. During a pandemic, no less, many small companies were able to raise funds using the Facebook platform, but Apple had to take a cut of 30% from all charitable proceeds contributed by Apple users. Meanwhile, Facebook took nothing. When Facebook attempted to highlight the situation by telling the users that Facebook did not take any percentage of the charitable contributions, Apple would not let Facebook tell the users. It is crazy stuff. There are tons of articles in other media all bashing Apple as an anti-consumer company, and that is not my goal right now. My goal is simply to inform the potential investors before buying Apple at the all-time highs that it is trading for right now. It just does not look like the best time for the fruit company, especially if this new iPhone does not over-deliver to justify the premiums that Apple charges. And well, that's it for me. I'm Tyler, and whatever you decide, make it a great day and always keep learning.